Welcome to Super Science University Bhagavad-Gita, which only can fulfill any of your wishes and will give you permanent happiness in the end. And it is the permanent solution to any of your problems, the highest, most prime, secret, and the only complete knowledge which is the source of everything and it answers every possible question. The purpose of Krishna's birth is only to give you complete knowledge about everything. He is just a means. Those who get stuck over only him haven't grown up. The so called ISKCON community. Yes, the means are very important, but the final destination is Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is only called the complete incarnation, so only he can provide the complete knowledge and not any other source. And only Bhagavad Gita is pure knowledge. Any other scriptures that exist in the world are because of the wrong interpretation by people. Gita is the source and complete knowledge. So let's continue. If we understand this properly, then perhaps we can find that self which will not die. But we keep holding on to this self which has been born. The self, this self is not me. These are just the images that have gathered on that deep self of mine through which I have passed. That is why when a seeker goes to a Zen monk in Japan and asks him about what sadhana should I do, then he says that you do this sadhana. The monk replies, find your original face, which was your face before birth. Is there a face before birth? Now, if someone tells you to find out what your face would be like after death, try to find out. If someone tells you to find out what your face was like before birth, go find it out. Could you do that? Those Zen mystics are right. They say the same thing that Krishna is saying. They say, find out that which was never born in you. If you can find any such thread which was there even before birth, then have faith that it will be there even after death. What was there before birth, death cannot wipe it out. What was there before birth will be there even after death. And what has happened only after birth can be a companion only till death. It cannot be a companion after death. When Krishna is saying that there is someone who is unborn, who is not born, who does not die, who cannot be pierced by weapons, is kind of similar to these monks, what these mystics say. I can be pierced. So keep in mind, Krishna is not talking about what which can be pierced. He is saying that which cannot be pierced by weapons, cannot be burnt into fire, cannot be drowned in water. We mean our body can be pierced. There is no difficulty in being pierced. There is no difficulty in being burned in fire. There is no difficulty in being drowned in water. So this is not a discussion of what which can be drowned in water, burnt in fire, pierced with weapons. This is not a discussion of that on which the surgeon can do something, the doctors can do something. This is not a discussion of what which the doctor can do something about. That which the doctor is dealing with is mortal, and that on which the surgeon is working is mortal. That on which the research is being done in the laboratory of science is mortal. What Krishna is mentioning has nothing to do with this. So if a scientist thinks that someday he will capture the unborn, the immortal, the everlasting, the immortal which Krishna mentions on his laboratory table, then he is mistaken. The scientist is in illusion. He will never be able to capture it. All his most subtle tools will be able to capture only that which can be pierced. Nothing more than that. But that which cannot be pierced, if it can be seen, it can only be seen, it can be only felt. So, spirituality is actually a feeling that you can generate in somebody. Alexander came to India. When he was returning from India, while leaving the borders of India, his friends reminded him that when we left Greece, the Greek philosophers had said that we should bring a monk from India who has Gita knowledge. Now, the truth is that the sannyasi is India's gift to the world, a single gift, but it is enough. If we all the gifts gathered, so if we all the gifts of the world are put together, then if we have given even one sannyasi to the world, we have completed the balance. And perhaps the day when all the gifts of the world will prove useless, on that day only our sannyasi can be meaningful for the whole world. And the true sannyasi is the one who is able to crack the true meaning of the most difficult idiom, Bhagavad-Gita. So his friends reminded Alexander that they should take a sannyasi along. They have looted many things, they have looted wealth, but the wealth is still there in Greece. They are taking precious things, diamonds and jewels, but they are also in their own country. They should also take a sannyasi along who is not there. Alexander thought that just as other things can be taken, what is the problem in taking a sannyasi along? He said, go and catch hold of a sannyasi wherever he finds one. People went to the village and asked if there was a sannyasi. People said, there is any sannyasi here, but what is his purpose? Your ways do not seem to be suitable for approaching a sannyasi. So people were asking this question. You are carrying naked swords in your hands. You seem to be mad. What is the matter? So they said, we are not mad. We are Alexander's soldiers and we want to catch a sannyasi and take him to Greece. So those people said that if you get hold of a sannyasi, you should understand that he is not a sannyasi. Go, although there is a sannyasi in the village, we will not give you his address. A man has been living naked on the banks of the river for 30 years. As we have heard, as we have seen him, as we have known him in these 30 years, we can say that he is a sannyasi. So people started saying these kind of things. But you will not be able to catch him. But they said, what is the problem? The soldiers were asking, we have swords, we have chains. They said, go, try, deal with him. So people were like, okay, just go and try. They went, they hold the hermit that Alexander the Great has ordered you to come with them. We will give you respect, hospitality and royal treatment. We will have to take you to Greece. The soldiers were telling to the sannyasi, there will be no pain, no sorrow, no trouble on the way. The hermit started laughing. He said that if only respect was what I wanted, if only welcome was what I wanted, if only happiness was what I wanted, then how could I be a hermit, a sannyasi? Leave it. Don't talk about dreams. Speak meaningful in front of me. So sannyasi replied. So they said that the point is that if you don't go, we will forcibly take you away. So that sannyasi said that the person you will take away by holding him is not a sannyasi. A sannyasi is completely independent. No one can take him away by holding him. They said, we will kill you. So that sannyasi said, you can do that, but I tell you that you will kill me, but you will be in a delusion, because the person you will kill is not me. You may bring your Sikandar, Alexander here. Maybe he will understand something that I am trying to tell you. So he ordered to bring Alexander, because these people are not able to understand him. Those soldiers came to call Alexander. They told Alexander that this is a strange man. He says, kill me, but the person you kill is not me. Then who is he? Alexander said, I have not seen any man who survives after killing.